and we have Instagram also tonight, and they are letting everybody know I'm live, and then we'll get started here in a moment. So, welcome in. I am Carol, the owner and creator of everything that you find at CarolJo's.com, and I have a piece of hair that just wants to stick out there. CarolJo's is an online jewelry and accessory business for women. All the jewelry you can find at CarolJo's.com. I don't usually sell the jewelry when I'm on lives and that type of thing. I do other things here. We do, I'm going to move this one down just a titch. There we go. I do tutorials, which we did earlier today, where we made a 3-stack bracelet. I still got to cut the ends off, and we're going to do that here while we're on the live. We also do selling, which I do most of that on TikTok. Sometimes I'll come on Instagram. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock on TikTok, I'll be doing a bead sale of our baskets. Those are baskets that someone claimed but did not pay for, and they're up for grabs again, so we have some items for that. We also will have a charm sale on Friday or Saturday at 10 a.m. All my times are central, by the way. We also will be doing a bead sale on Friday night at 7 p.m. and I take that back. I might have to email somebody. I said basket sales tomorrow and silicones on Wednesday, I think. I got to tell somebody. Hi, Geraldine. How are you doing? I got to tell them which one's the right time because I think I told them wrong. I have a basket sale and I have a silicone bead sale. So we have sold the silicone beads. We did once through, and I've had a lot of people asking for different things. So we are going to bring back the solids and just start going through the solids slowly and just do it like at an hour at a time. We're not going to have an 8-hour marathon day again. So we'll be doing that here this week too. So, excuse me. I have some stuff I'm going to clean up while we are having today's chat time here on YouTube and on Instagram. So if you guys have any questions, just please go ahead and put them in the chat and we can answer them. And those questions can be anything with jewelry making, with running your small business, whatever kind of question you have. And I am in the midst of trying to clean up my bead area where I have all my stuff. So I am going to be cleaning and answering questions. So go ahead, if anybody has any questions, put it in the chat. Some of the things I'm cleaning up is we talked about earlier. Rainbow is someone. Guess what, Dale? We do not wear shoes in our house. So I have none on. Once you come into our house, when we built our house, we determined that we wouldn't wear shoes in our house. So we take them off when we get in the house. Everybody does. So here, the Tree of Life charm. Rainbow asked for this one, and I had it, and I was showing it to her today. Hello, Mellow. And so I'm just getting what she's claiming, and then Teresa also claimed earlier. So I'm getting those all in their bags and getting that off of my desk. I don't know. I can't. Dale, Daniel, I have no idea. I don't look at the bottom of my feet. I feel like I'm getting funny questions here, which is fine, as long as they're appropriate and don't go down a path we don't want to go on, but we're just, it's about talking here and just having a fun time. If you guys know, it is really truly about us just having a time together. Hey, Heidi, if you're there, I was going to tell you something. I want to clean up my table, so I'm cutting these off earlier than I normally do. Yep, okay. I'm going to do that right after I get off the live, okay? If you're all right with that. So I can read the chat. I can't be your mom. I already have 4 kids and a grandbaby, and we have no more room here. Yes, I can. Okay, thank you. So I cut these off. So if you see right here, I just take I have a scissors that has a tip to it that I can just go in there and get really close. And I cut those two off. It is out here, Geraldine, on YouTube. So there it is. It's really close. So yeah, what we did today, here it is again. I'm going to cut these off. Just go in there really close, like that. What we did today is that we made, it was a stretchy bracelet tutorial is what we did earlier. And these are the 3 that we have, that we made. I'll tell you in just a second. Is it Zedgi? Is that how you pronounce it? Am I pronounce it right? And what I wanted to do with this tutorial is talk about how you can make sizes when you have, I'm going to put them on so you can understand why I'm saying this. When you have the stretchies, you want them to be a little bit bigger as you go down because your wrist is bigger as you go down. So we talked about that. We talked about how you can make them different with the same colors, but using different beads and all of that fun stuff. So that's what we did. What do I do for a living? Right now, all I have here is what you're seeing with, I do YouTube, I do Instagram. Why was I going to say Instacart? I don't do Instacart. And TikToks. I do lives and I make videos and do all that kind of stuff about teaching how to make jewelry and the tutorials. We do chat time, which is what we do here. And then I sell all the components to make jewelry and what you need for like the tools, the components, the beads, all of that type of stuff. And it's all kinds of different jewelry. Like here we have the stretchy bracelets. It literally is all different kinds of jewelry is what we do. I used to have a full-time job, but they downsized or eliminated my position and all the positions with my titles. And that's what they do. And I literally, okay, if you want to help me out, I'm fine with it. I just don't pay for people to be my followers or subscribers, that type of thing. I don't pay for ads or anything like that. I'm just telling you, I have grown everything organically when I've done this. 100%. And YouTube is and Instagram are where I'm at the lowest for numbers. Just being totally. So if you're new, you like what you're seeing, like, you know, what we do, you guys can go ahead and subscribe to me here on YouTube and follow me on Instagram. And I'm trying to grow those 2 up. And I literally do everything. Okay. I literally do them all organically. And I just shoot my tube or my bracelet sizer across the room and it doesn't die. You guys just saw me shoot it. I shouldn't say that. I launch it. But I am putting away the beads. I did not put my beads away like I should have after my live. So I'm going to put those away. That goes there then. That goes up right here. My room is a disaster. Okay, thank you. And if you can, I would appreciate it. All right. Putting that away. Whoops, that goes up there. I almost put it in the wrong spot. Ugh. There we go. Last container being put away. And I've tried to get better about putting them away right away. So those yellow beads that we had. Oh, thank you, whoever just paid their invoice. All right. Now that I am not, I don't have anything on my backup accounts. You'll hear the dings. Sorry. I usually don't have them going on. This isn't TikTok. This is is Instagram, Julie. So that's why. I don't know how to do more than just the one. Does that make sense? Thank you, Geraldine. I do an iPhones for both of mine for streaming, and then my backup. I love your LOL. And then my backup so I can read comments when I'm on TikTok, I use an iPad. All right, so that yellow bead that we used for those bracelets here that we just had, that we made today, was from what we had on Friday night. I had 2 strands of yellow left, so I thought, ooh, if I need 2 strands, I've got them here. And I only needed 1. I didn't even use a full strand. So that tells you guys what you can get. I mean, yes, I use the clear beads and such, but mixing those, ha ha. Okay, cool. All right. There we go. We got that put away. I'm going to put those in. I got to get a container, and I'm going to put these in the yellow. So hold on while I do that. My extra containers are in a basket up here, so I got to grab it. See, I have extras of the clears. When I use all the beads, I put them in there so I have them right by where I need them at. And then putting those away. And then this can go there. This can go in here, back where it belongs. And yellow, I gotta move my chair around. I don't have enough room to move my chair between here and here to where I could just move it. Just let me get a little glass. I can put it in here. I still have 1 strand because we didn't even use both strands, so I have 1 strand left. Yay! So that'll be out of bring back night. We'll bring back that last yellow. So what is everybody working on tonight? Anything with jewelry making? Now that I got my thing picked up as much as I needed. Nope, I don't. I have a child that would know, but I do not. You're just, oh, I'm going to be doing that after I get off the live. Well, no, I won't. I can't. I've got, I'm going to do that thing for you, and then I've got a whole bunch of packages to package up. And I'm not on the right computers or right spot to do that right now and grab them. Usually they will go by 5252 VTF or NTF. 5252 NTF. He will, it's actually a her. She'll come in when she wants to on my lives. When she gets notified, sometimes she jumps on, and then I can know. But what I'm doing now, I'll tell you guys, for those of you that are going to buy cabochons, I said I was getting these sets. So we have a round cabochon. It's about 12 millimeters with the setting. And we'll be selling them together in a bag. So you can get both. Hi, Dawn. At the same time. And not have to worry about getting it all matched up. I've got a few different shapes and sizes that I'm going to be doing that on our next cabochon sale. I don't know when that's going to be. It's going to probably be sometime in April. And not this Friday. This Friday I'll have a bead sale. Next Friday, I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to have a bead sale or not. Buttercup is having a friend spend the night. And I'm like thinking I should concentrate on them. So, but I will do something on Saturday, the 22nd. We are going to be doing the polymer clay Heshy bead sale again. So we'll go through all those colors and such. So we'll be doing that. This Saturday is Charm Day. It'll be Charm Day this Saturday. So, yeah. So we'll be having that. And we got a whole bunch, not a ton. I found some new ones, probably about between 5 and 10 new ones. Some of them are Christmassy themes or winter themes, but yeah. Ooh, that would be cool. So that's okay, because they can be charms too. Because I got to put out my Monday motivational quote. I haven't done that yet, but I'll get that done yet tonight. But I was working on earlier what we're going to do for Tip Tuesday. And let me tell you, you guys, you need to listen to Tip Tuesday's video before you come on Saturday, okay? And then it made me go out and get some things that won't be here for a little bit. But I'm excited to bring these when they come. I'm thinking sometime, let me look at the calendar. I can tell you it's not going to be the weekend of Easter. That I can tell you. It might be the 5th or the 12th is when I'm going to try to get everything ready for the cabochon sale. I just got to find all the cabochons in all the boxes, because I have bought some different ones. You guys saw some of them on the sneak peek when I was going through the one box. Yeah. So, but the charms, I'm like really excited about what I'm doing the tomorrow's tip on goes with the charms. And when I started what the tip was going to be, it wasn't in my mind correlated with the charms until, because I did some research stuff for the tip. And once I did that, I was like, no way. It was just perfect timing. I know that sounds really silly, but when you guys hear it tomorrow, you'll understand. I don't want to give it away. Yep. That sounds like a good plan. Because I got to find all of mine. All right. So this is what I usually have the ladies that come and help me. This is kind of stuff that they would do, is put these two things together for me and count them and tell me how many there are available, so that when I go to sell it, I know what I have. So when I go to do the silicones, we did not keep track of, as we were going through it, how many we had left of each type of silicone. So when we start doing those sales for the silicones, just know I'm probably going to be counting as we go, because I don't want to take the time to count it right now, because I need to also get ahead on getting some of the stuff that we have new in, getting that ready. Because we've been talking about it and I want to get it ready so we can get it out there. Hi, Beads. How are you doing? So I want to get some of this. And then, because I know, remember those peacock pendants that we had? I have a whole bunch of those. I just need to find the box that they're in. They're in like 3 different boxes. I just have too many boxes in my living room right now that we got to get through and find them all. Or we might be just bringing one type of peacock this week, and next week might be 2 others. I don't know how we're going to do it if we can't find them all together. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm doing good. We actually had a very good night. So we, Buttercup got out of school, came home, she didn't even hang out in the house because we have like 60 some, almost 70-degree weather here today, which is unheard of in March in South Dakota. So she was outside playing and just having a good old time. I kept watching her. She was running around the house. Literally, this kid, when she gets like antsy and stuff, most of the time you can tell her go run around the house, and she does. And she knows that's how she gets her energy that she doesn't need out. So she was just running around the house, looking at the nature and all that kind of stuff, looking for the kitties that are outside cats. Then we had supper. Then we ran into town. Oh, I don't know if I can do it because it's a made-up word and I don't know how to do it. But anyways, we ran into town for her to sell Girl Scout cookies to someone, and she actually sold to one person 22 boxes of cookies tonight. So it was worth running into town. We are actually, for those of you that are inquiring minds, I will just tell you, we are down to 18 boxes of cookies in for her to sell in person. And if anybody wants to do it, okay, I'll do that. If anybody wants to buy Girl Scout cookies, you just have to go to the video that has the Girl Scout cookies on it, and there is a link in there, and then you can buy them, and she gets the credit too. No pressure. I'm not saying you have to buy them. I'm just saying if you want to. And I do appreciate each and every one of you that has bought from her. She's not going to get to her 850 box goal, which was fine. That was a huge goal in my mind. But we let her have it and see where she could get. And she's going to get at least half of that. So yeah. So I thought that was pretty good in her first year of Girl Scouts. So we got to right around that 60 to 70. I will, after I'm off the live, I will. And then, but by the end of the week on Saturday, we are supposed to have a combination. And this is the weirdest combination in my mind. Thunderstorm, tornado, snowstorm. I've had thunderstorms and storms together before. I've never had it with a tornado. So yes, so we'll see what weather we actually get on Saturday. So we'll see. I was going to say, does anybody else? I was going to say, Geraldine over here on YouTube said that it was 65 where she is at. Anybody else have some unusually warm weather? And I can't play music right now because of being on Instagram and TikTok. Or Instagram and YouTube, I mean. Both of those do not allow copyright music. Keep that. And the reason why I will also say that I still am going to go on Instagram for a while and try building that up and see what happens with that is because, oh, geez. So everybody's having nice weather. Is because the TikTok extension, I did email you back. Did you get it? Did you, or what, did you do it later after I emailed you? Oh, geez. Tomorrow, I'm trying to get in here. Emails right there. Well, let me go to my other account here. Because I replied back about are you talking about the bead board? Beats? Where is it at on the stream? You have to understand, I don't stream a lot. I just have my bare minimum. Everybody thinks because I'm in IT, I know everything about it, and I don't. Oh, I'm using both of my phones. So if I try to do something, it'll pause my lives. I can do it afterwards and look at it. That's what I use. I use both my phones for doing my lives. I have 2 different phones. One of my kids wants me to do it from like a computer and then have it go to the different ones. Okay. And I just am not there yet. So we're going to have 100 of these little sets here where you get the cabochon in the setting. I don't know what the price is yet. Yeah. Oh, nope, you took it back. Okay. You sure did. You sure did, Geraldine. Hi, is it Issy? Oh, okay. Is there Issy? How do you pronounce that? Can I know? All right. It's just magic, Geraldine. Truly magic. I'm excited to get this one done. Thank you. So it's like, well, see, when I say dog, gurga. Someone over on YouTube always comes on every so often and wants me to pronounce the word that is spelt. Let's go back up. Gurgah. And we just have a like thing of, we just always do this. All right. And I'm going to have to get a bag to put these all in. You tried to Google it too? Oh. So, what I was going to say is I'm going to be working on in between all the lives that we have this week on getting things ready for the sales too. One of my employees ended up having to have eye surgery, and so they will not be here for the whole week, but I will be working on it between all the other things that I do. And then, because my other one that comes in won't be until later this week. So I'm trying to get some things, like this isn't something I'm going to bring to this Friday night show, but I'm trying to find things to bring to Friday's show that are in some of the boxes that I've opened so that we have some new things. Thank you for this subscription. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to build it up, trying to build up my hours. I know I'm not anywhere near a point where I can be monetized on YouTube, but I just thought, you know, if I can build it up, that's all that matters. I'm not looking to get monetized yet. I just am looking to have like-minded people that we can just have an enjoyable time where we're doing, like tonight's a chat night about, we do jewelry and all that kind of stuff. And earlier today, we did a tutorial and we made some bracelets. Oh, I was so close. I'm getting there. Someday I'll get it. And that's what I just love about this, is that no matter what platform I'm on, I usually do not have, like, I don't want to say the word because I don't want to jinx myself, but I don't have negativity or people that are whoop, that'll come in and just bring down the vibe. So that is what we do here. And it's really based upon doing tutorials. It's about chat times, and it's about selling the items so that you guys can purchase them so you can make jewelry. I do my sales mostly on TikTok. I have been branching out and trying to do a few on Instagram. Instagram is a little bit slower than TikTok. So that's why I don't always do it. And YouTube is way slower than all the other ones. What I was going to say earlier, why I want to still keep up on my Instagram and getting that out is because we still don't know what's going to happen with TikTok. And Neptune is going to be a platform that I will also go to. And that platform is not going to come out until April. And it's only for iPhones in April. And in the summer is when it'll come out for Droids. So I will need to know then also with that, and we can have this on a chat night conversation or something. I need to know what type of phones a majority of you have to see, do I go and ramp up Neptune in April or do I do it in June? Because, you know, I don't want to spend all the time on it if I don't have a lot of people that are on iPhones. So you guys are going to, and I will ask that more as it gets closer to it, but I will need to find out. I'm almost done. I only have 5 left, and we bagged 100 while we were on the live. I'm so excited because I got part of my desk cleaned off, and I got this done. Yay! It's been a productive live. Even though if we haven't been answering a lot of questions, it was still very productive for me. And also with being on Instagram, there isn't as many followers, so therefore, yes, I believe it's on, yes, it will work on an iPad. Anything with Apple, because it's I cannot think of the system that runs Apple. All of a sudden it's stuck in my head. It won't come out. But yes, it will work on an iPad. It will work on an iPhone because of the operating system. But it won't work on Droid until June. I need to grab a bag, so hold on. Okay, a lot of you that are answering tonight are Droid people. All right, 100 sets. We have a little bit of time. It'll be sometime in April is when that will roll out. And it'll be, first will be spent time, we'll be building it up before I go and go live on it and that type of thing. We'll be doing lots of videos and that type of thing, building up the community. So that's what my plans are. So Neptune, it isn't a replacement for like all other social medias. The one thing that we need to think about is when you are in the, and I don't know how to put it, and some of you do the lives and all that kind of stuff. When you're in the, what am I trying to think of world? It's just not coming to me. Words are escaping me tonight. It isn't that I'm like saying the wrong word. They're just totally escaping me. Nope, you didn't miss it, Lori. We are just starting. You left and came back. We got started at 8, so we're only half an hour into it. Geez, I cannot talk tonight. But the one thing that I have found is that not using just one social media platform isn't the best thing. We have to have different areas to spread it. Just like, when you think about if you do in-person shows, if you sell your jewelry, you don't go to the same place all the time. You find different ways to go out and sell it at different in-person events. Even, like when I did my in-person events, they weren't always like I would go out and just do the big craft shows or the little craft shows. I would do different things to promote my business. Like we would do the Girl Scouts when they needed to earn a badge for jewelry making. I would go and teach them how to make jewelry. And then the moms would be like, oh, and they would ask where I was going to be at to be able to find and buy my jewelry, type thing. I would also, when I was at events, you can promote that we would do in person, in home shows. So someone would get, the host that was there for the night would get free jewelry for having her friends come over and buy from me. And I've done those. We have done like for churches that are having a women's retreat weekend or just a women's night in at the church, we can bring the things into either the location of where they are going to do that retreat at, or we can do it at the church and bring in different beads. When I've done them for a retreat, I didn't want to bring all the beads, so what I did is I made kits and they could have different colors of the kits, but it was pretty much the same patterns for everybody. It was just different colors. And that what made it easier to be able to transport it to the retreat weekend. When we did them in the churches, I would bring them in, all the beads. Like I can grab some of these trays, put them in bags and bring them. So, and then when we were out in public and doing my shows, they would follow me on social media so they knew where to go. And then that allowed more, so when we think about all of this, it's a lot about marketing. And we don't always talk a lot about marketing our stuff. We're always like, well, we made it, we have a website, it should work. But you really do have to market yourself and your business to get it out there. And that's sometimes, as being creative people, is difficult for us because you have to put yourself out there. And more times than not, we are introverts and not extroverts. So I hope that all made sense what I just talked about. So that's, yeah. So yeah, so I did a lot of different things to be able to get my business out there. So that's why I kicked myself when the whole entire TikTok ban came on, because I had always been one to market myself in different places when I did in person. Yep, yep, you sure can, Lori. I hope it's not from your concussion. It will be on YouTube. And even my earlier one is on YouTube too. And my earlier one was the tutorial that I did on TikTok and YouTube. But when the TikTok ban came into play, I did have followers on YouTube and I do have followers on Instagram. It's just not very many. And oh no, that stinks. I didn't think about how much eggs I put into the TikTok basket and not put some eggs in the other baskets. And that's why you'll see me going live on more than just TikTok now. And so when Neptune comes around, I want it to be in addition. And then if anything were to happen with a band on TikTok, I have another avenue that we can utilize. So that's what I want to say about it, is that when I'm adding a social media platform, it's not to replace one, it's going to be in addition to. And I have to be very careful when I do that, because I don't want to spread myself too thin that I don't do any one of them justice. But if you notice, my main post that I do every day, I do put pretty much the same one on all the social medias. I know you're not supposed to do that, but the time and effort it would take me to do it differently for each social media is a lot. And I just honestly don't have the time or the energy to do it. And I was being truthfully honest here. So if I can get them out there, I'm excited. And I've had to figure out like doing it as a short on YouTube. You can only do them from your phone. So I've learned I have to create it so that I can download it. So like if I create my video in either CapCut or in Canva, I have it so that I can create it on my computer. It's out there, and then I can go to my app and download it. I can't record something on my iPad as a video and then hope it gets onto my phone because of the fact that I don't have enough storage to do it all. And I refuse to pay a buttload of money to get more storage to be able to do it. You can call me frugal on that end. So I just have learned this is how I have to do it, and just little different things. But that's some of the things that if you guys have questions about that kind of stuff, we can have one of our chat nights to talk about it. We could do it on one of our tutorial nights about what I do on all the different social medias just to keep it engaged. Am I breaking the bank and getting lots of people organically? Not very quickly, but I am. I mean, my thing is I know it sounds really, really weird to say this, but I'm excited if I get 10 new followers on Instagram and YouTube a month. It's not something that I am sitting out there promoting and want to get 100 or 1,000 or get to 1,000 and get monetized and all that kind of stuff. That is not my goal. My true goal is to get people that want to come and join us and have fun on our lives rather than have people that aren't going to be on my lives. Okay, I'm messing around. You guys can laugh. The glass part of those cabochons came in the little packets, the little bubble packets. And I reuse those to mail you guys your pendants or your pendant necklaces that are glass. But these are so staticky that if I let them go, they fly all over and then they come back to each other. It is really weird. I just need to put them where they need to belong. But Buttercup's over there. So I haven't gotten to be able to go over there. What are you doing?
Nanya.
Huh?
Nanya.
Not for me?
None of your business.
Oh, none of my business. Really?
Yes.
You are my business.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
This isn't.
Are you doing a contract?
No.
Oh, are you writing a letter to somebody?
Or does it matter to you?
I'm just wondering. The Oma's got to know.
No, you don't.
I have my ways to find out.
No, you don't.
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, yes, I do. As my mom used to say, but I hate this saying, she said, I have eyes in the back of my head. And I'm like, no, you don't. And I don't like that because that's just creepy weird. But she had ways of finding out. It wasn't that she had eyes in the back of her head. Sorry. Sorry. We're going on round 2. I'm like, I don't think she's figured out. We're on round 2. We had 4 kids. There was a lot of things that they tried to get by on us, and they didn't get by with everything. But she had to come up and use my paper for it.
You never know who it's for.
Oh, I'll find out.
I know you will.
Oh, yes, I will. I love you. We've all been there. I was going to say, if you have kids, you've been there with them. I'm going to go put these where they go because she's moved so I can get them there. I just don't want them flying all over because they do have a static electricity type current to them. There we go. So, and I was also going to say, if anybody requested containers, containers for when I'm sending them out, when I did silicones to a few of you, I missed putting them in your boxes, but I'm trying to get them into your next orders, just to let you know. I didn't forget. You're on my list, and some of them, excuse me, no, I had a burp there, sorry. You'll be getting them in the next boxes. So yes, the joys of parenthood or grandparenthood. But what just cracks me up is she hasn't figured out this is round 2 for us. Yep. That's funny, Geraldine. My mom would have and we never could figure out how my mom found out about stuff because it wasn't like she was friends with our friends. Okay, sorry everybody. Um, Buttercup's friend is trying to FaceTime her, and she will probably be calling back because she usually calls back right away. You have 10 grandkids? Oh my word. I just have one. And we make a joke that we say this is going to be probably our one and only because 2 of them said they don't want to have kids and one doesn't have a girlfriend. But the one that doesn't have a girlfriend did tell us that he does want to have kids someday. So we just are going to have to be patient and wait. So we might have more. We'll see. And then one of the 2 may. So we'll see. Okay, and so what I was gonna say is I have the colors on there, and um the way I'm gonna do the silicones is that I'm gonna keep a master sheet with the colors that I gave you with where I ordered them from, so that if I can, I will try to reorder those and get them in different sizes if they're if it's able. I ordered silicones from multiple places, and some of them I'll be able to get again, some I may be able to get again, and some I will not. I'm still trying to figure out if I can get more of the peanut butter in jelly, because I thought that one was the cutest focal and bead. Aw, please. I'm like, you know, but I will say this, Geraldine. I'm like, because I have some of Ryan's cousins that I'm really friends with. They want grandchildren. They had one son, and he will not have any grandchildren. And so they've even said to us that it's kind of, they're like, we really wish we could. So I understand that aspect of it. But I also understand and respect my kids about if they say they're never going to have kids, that's their choice. And it isn't up to me to pressure them to have kids. So that's, it's up to them. I know, Lori, that one was so cute. I want to get more of it. I only had one focal and I only had one bag. And that one came from an individual that was going out of business. And that reminds me, I was going to tell you guys something about, the beatable items. I am trying to get more beatable items, really truthfully. Oh, but the thing that I'm running into for an issue is because a lot of the beatable items that I got, like the bottle openers, the wine stoppers, not some of the pens, but not all the pens. Some of the pens I found a source for pens. I don't have and they're mostly just going to be the solid color pens or like the glitter pens. It's not going to be like the sugar coated ones, where they have that ring around it with like what I would call the sugar bead coating, or the prints. I found and I've sourced out a pen person that I will buy pens from that are that way. Hi, Rose. So my thing is that if I can keep the pens at like the 50-cent price, are you guys good with that? Can you let me know? If they're going to be what the prints are like those sugar ones, they may be more money. Are you guys okay with that? If you guys can let me know that. The beatable bars, the beatable keychains, the beatable badge reels, I am having a hard time getting them to where they are at with what I sold them at from when I got them from the other person. With that being said, I don't want to go more than $1.50 for each item type scenario. and keep it at $1.50 or less. So like a badge reel would be $1.50. The beatable key ring would be $1.50. That's where I'm trying to get a price point of. So I'm just gonna let you know that's what I'm trying for, and I'm still trying to source out places to be able to buy that. I'm still looking. I'm grateful now that I don't have a full-time job, that I can spend more time sourcing and doing that type of thing during the day. And literally, because I do work with overseas for this, I'm emailing them and trying to find more things and trying to find things that, if we ship them here, how long is our lead times and how much is it going to cost for shipping it, all of that. So just to let you know, it's not something that it's going to be turned around and I'm going to have them back in a month. I am trying to figure out, if I buy larger quantities, will that keep it at a price point that we like? I'm not trying to go into the silicone bead and that be it. I will tell you right now, that is not my goal here. It is my goal to give you guys some options with it and see what we can find. I am also trying to source out different places for acrylic beads. So those like ones that we had, um, I have never used stretchy on my silicone, in all honesty. Oh, well, hello, Rose's mom. I was gonna say, now that you're up, so that's what I want to do, is source out and find that. But okay, anybody, I'm gonna ask this question over here on Instagram too. Lori's asking, what weight string do I use for bracelets for silicone, the stretchy kind? I've never done stretchy on silicone. I've always just used the nylon cord. So anybody? So that, I don't know. We'll find out. That's what we're all here for, is to ask questions. But I'm trying to find acrylics like the focal styles that we had, where we had like, we had the squares. We had some that were just different colors of beads or different sizes of beads, different, we had like cat's eye. We had different type. Dawn B says she uses the 0.8 millimeter stretch. Thank you to whoever just paid your invoice if you're on here. Aw, I'm glad she's laughing. That brings joy. But that one has proven a little bit harder. One of the guys that I have been dealing with, it is a man, that's why I say guys. His prices are like, to me, a lot more expensive. So I don't know what to do. Oh, I was gonna say, Dawn, Lori says thanks. So yeah, so that's where I'm trying to find, is an acrylic that I could get it at a good price point. So, and I am looking at different different manufacturers, different wholesalers, and all that from overseas to get them as low as possible. But one of my silicone, they actually make them. And so I have to give them like a month lead time for them to make it. And then it goes on a ship and then it comes over. So sometimes that takes 2 to 3 months to get that order. So when I do that, I have to think ahead. I have got already some of the summer ones from them. I didn't bring them to this last Silicone Saturday for the prints and stuff because of we had a lot. And I'm like, I'm going to hold off on the summer ones. And what I'm thinking I might do is just bring them in on a Friday, kind of like what we did with the Valentine ones and the St. Patrick's Day, and just bring them in on a Friday and have it a part of the sale. And look at also, since now we've gotten all the solids out there, seeing ways that if we have that one, can we make kits with it too? And have like wristlet kits and that type of thing. And what I mean by kits is that it would be like a solid, or I'm sorry, a print, a bag of prints, and then woohoo, I will get it all packaged up yet tonight. If I don't get them packaged up tonight, I will do them tomorrow because I have to go into town tomorrow for lunch. And so if I don't get, I don't want to stay up late. I was up too late last night. Literally up. The time change is kicking my rear and I couldn't go to sleep last night. So I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to do that tonight. So I want to go to bed. And so if I don't get everybody packaged by the time Ryan would leave for work, I will just take them all to the post office myself. But anything that's done up until 9 o'clock tonight, for sure will go out tomorrow. And I will take them to the post office tomorrow so that I make sure that they get out. We have, there's literally like 2 post offices in town. So I can take them to one of the post offices and they'll go out. So I'll get them out. That's the one thing that I still trying to make sure we get is things out right away. But what with the kits, what I mean by kits is maybe not a kit per se, but a combination of beads that you can use together. So it would have one print and maybe we might a circle round print, and then maybe some of a package of the hexagons, maybe a package of the lentils in a different colors that core, will match it, and then maybe a couple of the prints and put little color combinations with all of the different beads. Or it might be, you know what, because a wristlet is just mostly it doesn't always have to be, is mostly the rounds. So maybe we'll just do some with rounds. But that's what I want to do with the summer ones is bring in different ones, and it will be over different Fridays and not all at once. I hope you guys like that idea and just have like drops every week of different ones possibly, or different. It might be, you know what, we might not have a new drop of a print, but we might have just a drop of like, here is a combination kit of different colors that for that time period is something that is beneficial. So like when we're going into the summer, we may have a summer mix of some sort, that type of thing. And that's what I want to do. And I also want to see if we can do something similar to that. So like, I know we've done on the subscription nights that we did kits where you guys get them at a discount, but can we do something that is a little bit different and do kits of things that we're doing? So one of the things, I don't want to give it all away, but like putting together things that we've done in a tutorial that maybe next week you guys can buy it in a kit of some sort, and then you have the video to go back to. And I have an idea of the first one, but I don't want to say what it is until tomorrow when I post the video. And then we can talk about it after tomorrow. Because I'm excited about tomorrow's video. My little short, like less than 3-minute video. I'm excited about it. So that's the one thing that I want to work on and try to get while I have the time to do it. And I want to try to get ahead of the game so that I'm not rushing to do them each week. Because putting together the kits are very time consuming at times, because sitting there and thinking about putting them all together isn't easy. At least for me, it is not. If I can just sit there and have beads like sitting in front of me, I can do it with little and be like, okay, I'm done. But when I did the like the cha-cha bracelet kits, putting all the beads together, that was something that was like, took me a lot of thought process, and it shouldn't have. So that's why I want to just make something very simple. And there might be only 5, and I want to try to do more of one, like do 5 of one color, so that if you wanted more than one, there just isn't just one. And it might be we only have 3 colors available in a total of 15 kits. It might, I don't want it overboard and make it the primary focus, but I want it to be addition to. So that's what I was going to say, and we'll see. We'll just take it slowly and keep going. And I have literally had this idea since the beginning of the year. I just have not been able to, because of working full time, going through things that we were going through in our lives, and that I just didn't have enough time. And now I feel like I have a little bit more time to think on it and put it together better until I have to go back to work full time again, which I don't want to do. But Ryan doesn't want me to not work full time. He thinks I need to work full time. And I'm like, I just want to do my beads. Can I just do my beads? So I'm going to try to get as much of that done before something changes in the future. So we may have like a few weeks of them made up. We'll see. You know me. We're just going to go and see what happens. But I got to look at my post because I think I told somebody wrong when we have stuff tomorrow. So let me see. And another thing, that we are, I'm looking into is a question I have. Beads did ask me about like the silicone bead boards. I haven't been able to find them in the last 2 days. It really sucked. It was all like tax time was a lot of time going through and trying to figure it all out. It was very difficult. I didn't have spreadsheets. I literally had my jewelry, made jewelry in different places. I had it in little containers here, and I had it in containers in my van, and I had it on my boards in the, my display boards. And so like at the end of each show, I would be like, okay, how many did I sell? It just sucked. What is a silicone bead board? It is a board that has circles on it on one side so you can do wristlets in like 12 and 15 millimeter size. And then it will have holes over here so you can lay out items to make keychains and that type of stuff. And it's a way to be able to see your design on a bead board. They're not really close together. It's just about putting the beads out there so you can see it. And I literally am trying to figure out how to get those. I did find them for one of the places that I order from, and I will be able to get them at a cost that would be right around what you would pay if you were to get one from a different company or something. But they're out right now, and I'm waiting for them to notify me when it comes back in. But do you guys want any other kind of bead boards, or are you good on bead boards? So that was a question I wanted to ask. Tomorrow is basket sale. I got to email someone and tell them it's not tomorrow. I was thinking silicone was tomorrow, and I emailed somebody and told them that. Nope, you're good. That's what these days are about, Rose. So silicone beads, I'm going to start doing it. I'm only going to do it for about an hour each time we do it. And I'm just going to literally, I did not put them back in color combination order. They're back in a container. So this container might be pink, or this container might be purple, or this container might be red, or this one might be blue. And I have multiple containers of some of the colors. So right now, my silicone bead sales are going to be like round 2, because we never did a round 2. And I have a lot of people asking me, do you have this shape, or do you have some of these colors? And so I'm going to be bringing them back to help those that are asking for more of them. They weren't asking about a specific color because they have used up a color that they just got. It was because like when I did that 3 flower design, I'll show you here because it's over here. So when I did this tutorial, everybody was like, I didn't buy enough lentils to do this. So it's about bringing back the beads so that they could buy lentils to be able to do this design. Or someone came in on the print day and then they missed the solids day. So that's why I'm redoing them, and I'm starting with the solid colors first, and I'm just going to do it by color. And it's not going to be like we did that day when we did it that Saturday. It's going to be like how we normally do it. And I will be like, okay, this is strawberry ice cream. This is the 17 millimeter octagon, and I have 10 bags. And you guys will put it in the chat, and then I will sort those out later. So that's why if I keep it to an hour, I will be able to do this. And then after we got done with that, we'd go to the 14 millimeter octagons. So we're going to do one bead at a time. and do one color at a time. I'm not at a point where I can sort them by the shapes yet. Ultimately, at the end, we are going to store them so I can find them for you if you want them again. We're going to put them in alphabetical order by color, or not by color, by the name of the color and by the shape. So in a container, I'm just going to have all of my 17 millimeter octagons, or 2 containers, however many it takes, but it's going to be in order by color. So the name of the color. So then I don't have to sit there and be like, what shade of pink do I want? Because there's probably 20 shades of pink. So, and we're not there because everybody has been, I've had one person be sick, and now I have someone because of their eyes. I don't have everybody at capacity this week or last week. So, and it might go into next week. So we'll get it sorted out that way, but I thought I could bring them back this way and just be like, here's the color and here's the beads I have one by one. So that's what we're going to do on Wednesday. That's going to be at TikTok at noon. Tomorrow, we're going to do a basket sale at 2 p.m. on TikTok. And here is, I got to grab it. I'll show you. Whoa, I don't want it to fall. It almost fell. I have an entire basket full of items. There's just one of this one. There's 3 bags of this one. So, you know, and this sun, I have 2 of them. You know, so we're going to have different things tomorrow. We have the aquamarine jade. That'll go back up. We just had that one again. So, oh, here's another one of the owls. We'll have just one of those. So some of them, that's going to be tomorrow's. And I'm just sitting it on the table, so we're all ready for tomorrow. That's literally how we're going to do the bead sale tomorrow. I'll be like, here's what we have. Oh, the dragonfly. Sorry, I just looked at this. You guys are going to probably think I'm weird. We have 4 of these. It's the dragonfly. Not the rainbow one, but the silver one. So that's what tomorrow is going to be about. And if we will also have another, we're going to have another chat time. Next time it's going to be on TikTok and YouTube, and that one is going to be on Thursday at 11 a.m. I'm trying to do the daytime ones between, where I will start them between 11 Central and 2 Central. And the reason being is that in one time zone, that is their lunch hour. And as you know, today we did 1. Tomorrow we're going to do 2. We're going to, or no. Yeah, tomorrow's 2. Wednesday is noon. And then we're back at, or we're at 11 on Thursday. So I'm hitting all 4 of the lunch hours for all 4 time zones that are here in the continental USA. And just doing it that way. And until I can't do it anymore, that is my plan. And you are all more than welcome to ask any type of questions while we're on these chat times, okay? But I'm going to get going. I'm going to go figure out who the letter is for. So any of you that missed it, Buttercup wrote a letter, and I want to go figure out. Because I don't know if it's for a boy. Because she was putting a heart on it. So I want to find this out. But we'll do that. And then I also got to get her ready for bed. Yep, I got to go spy. That's what we do. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. for bead sale on TikTok. Bye.